of the Miami Hurricanes, a program that has been built on flash, excitement, swagger, even once a gold turnover chain. But the fundamentals of this program, substance. We'll have plenty of substance and swagger from the Canes today. What a game we have in store for you today. A Big 12 showdown, and the implications could last for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Auburn Tigers taking on the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Miami's offense will have first crack at this one. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Scanning the field, it's back. Quickly complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Hauls it in. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. And the Hurricanes come to the line with a new set of downs. Finds his tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Motion from the wide receiver. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
I'll tell you what, when those little guys make those physical plays like that, it kind of jacks everybody up in the huddle, because it's usually the guy breaking ankles, but he's like breaking tackles. Now he's giving you some serious energy.
He'll pull it on the read. And that ball's free behind the line. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And when you run the option, you run the risk of putting the ball on the deck, and especially once that thing starts to string out, when the defense does a really good job playing assignment football, man on a man. I got the quarterback taken care of, and you could tell. I had the running back taken care of, too. Nowhere to go with that pitch, and they forced the turnover.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. The RPO, it's complete.
Look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that 3rd down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not much.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on fourth down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. They'll keep it on the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And you could tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Here's the heat. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. And the Canes will try to pin them back with the punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. So here comes the Auburn offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. The throw to the outside is complete. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Got him downfield. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive.
He's loose. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's back. A strike downfield. And he picks up enough for the first down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the first quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on first down, 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Bauman. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see them develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Plows through the defense. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Gives it on the option. The Canes pick up the first down.
This running back in the Miami backfield is deadly because of his speed. He's so elusive. You get the feeling like he could score any single time he has the ball. He gives the offense a lot of balance, but he gives them that home run ability too.
Looking downfield on first down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
And he'll be brought down. And the Canes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's back. Got his man on the right. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. The Hurricanes will snap it on 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Touchdown, Hurricane! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he tacked on the extra point. They are set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll start this drive going to the air. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, it's so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground. And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defense coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
He cannot get it in, a mere inches away from pay dirt. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. He'll do it himself. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Canes!
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Duke is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. They're trailing by just 4 to Arizona State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The screen, he's got wheels.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force the negative play.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. keeps it on the bootleg. He's got him. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
One of the most difficult things about this slot receiver is his shiftiness and his athleticism. He's very, very difficult to tackle after the catch.
Second down coming up. Back to pass, it's Beck. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. And that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Wants to throw on third. He'll pull it down and run. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Hurricanes send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And that is an excellent punt as it lands out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had last game when he completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times he looks like he's pressing. He hasn't been overly accurate. That's a reason.
Ernie on the Jets. Inside the 25, stopped at the 24. Clock will stop to move the chains.
I don't always have to push the ball down the field. I love when QBs drop back, look at it, matchups. Oh, I got my running back. I think he can get the first down. Give him the football. Let him be an athlete with the football in his hands after he catches it. Nice job by the QB. Nice job by the running back.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
But I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Catch in the middle, it's Cobb. They knock him down, but not before he picks up a first down for Auburn. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Looking to throw on first down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Almost had the pick there. Would have been his second of the game. Instead, it brings up third down.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. Threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
Hauls in the deep ball. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there on South Beach, and we've had a lively first half.
And the Canes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He goes out of bounds on that return right at the 20-yard line. So here comes the Auburn offense. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get...
Reels it in down the left side. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Looking to throw on first down. He unleashes a long one. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Another incompletion on third down.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Pressure coming. Now he's going to break the pocket. At the 35, he's loose.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Bauman. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down. The Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quickly to the tight end. It's a running room. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. And the Canes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Runs through the tackle. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. And that one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys. You start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. I mean, you used to be able to make that play years ago. You're not doing it here in big-time college football, though. Not good.
Here's the pressure. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The Hurricanes will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw on first down. Going for it all. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. 2nd down coming up.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game. And
he's going to take a shot at the DB. And the pass is incomplete, and there's a penalty flag down, and no big secret why. That receiver was being mauled by the defender.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Cobb.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this is a big moment for this offense, too, because you want to capitalize off getting the turnover, right? You just threw an incompletion. Now you got a big down coming up. You've got to find a way to make a play here so that you can generate points and capitalize off of the opponent's mistake.
Auburn sends out the punting unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down.
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8, they'll move the tight end. The play action fake. Zings it complete to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. And he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the defense.
They'll move the wide receiver. With jet sweep pass. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And he'll try this one from the left hash and 33 yards away. Splits the uprights right down the middle. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
Well, they're able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession, give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, running back on the move. He's knocked down in the backfield, and even that spin move couldn't create space.
Brings up 2nd down.
We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Just feeds the running back. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Obviously backed up against it. Time running out. Got to get the football back. 2 good plays. Now 3rd down. I stay aggressive. Have to come after him. If they decide to throw the football, so be it. But stay aggressive. Get that football back for your offense.
And the Hurricanes will punt it away on 4th down.
Number 94 on to punt it away.
Wants to bring it back. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Kane. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The offense set for a 1st down play. To the air on 1st down. Got the quick pass. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sideline. You got to throw 1st down. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run.
Touchdown, Auburn! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
And he puts it down the middle, and the lead is 3 here in the final period. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Got it behind the line. It's Lyle. Fights off a defender. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. And the Canes now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. To throw, it's Beck. Gets it out fast. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
I'd love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quick completion on the out. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. They're setting up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Makes a catch. 1st down and maybe a lot more. They're moving quickly after that big 4th down conversion. Clock will roll when the ball is set. this late in the game. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
How nice is it as a defense when you've got a corner that can play on an island and be as dominant as this guy has been all game long? I saw another great example of it right there. Breaking on the ball and knocking it away.
Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Wide open downfield. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Timeout by the defense as they're trying to ice this kicker. And this field goal attempt might be their chance to save themselves. And this one to bring us to a deadlock in the final moments. He splits the uprights. Guys, final minute of play, and we are all tied up.
Man, that's a big kick. That's a big moment, a lot of pressure. He delivers, ties this football game up late in the 4th quarter.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. This one is about finding the balance between being aggressive and not being reckless, Jesse.
The only way this thing works, though, if they're going to be aggressive, this offensive line has got to be able to hold up here for this QB.
Yeah, because you need to take shots beyond the sticks so the clock will stop and you can save every second you have.
That's a nice play on offense there. And how about the tight end getting out of his stance and working his way across the field, using his speed to clear the defense and make the catch.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. The pressure was rising, drama just encapsulating this entire stadium, and the defense comes up with that pick.
Yeah, so at the quarterback, he's got to be able to handle this situation. Obviously, everything gets elevated. Everything has to happen a split second sooner. You feel the crowd noise, you can feel the energy, but you've got to keep your poise. And you just wonder in this juncture of the game if the quarterback's starting to lose his cool.
You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when this